It happens, guys. It happens exactly how a man will leave you after dating you for 10 years and they'll get into another relationship and marry someone else in 2 months. And you ask yourself, Guti Aibo, what is it? Like, what was going on? Like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can all see that today we are dealing with the face. I'll be doing a review on the NYX foundations that I got from the 70% off sale. Last week I uploaded a video when I went to Canal Walk for the sale. So if you haven't watched that video, maybe you should watch it right now. Anyways, as you guys can all see, I've already done my brows. I've only done them off camera because I feel like they take a while, and also this video is not really about brows, it's about the foundation. So I thought, let me just cut time and actually get into it. So I'd already prepped my face with the Maybelline baby skin pore eraser, so we can just get into the foundation. Like I said, guys, I got one shade darker, one shade lighter, because I think my shade is in between these two, because this is too dark and this is too light for me. I've already tried it. I don't know if you guys can see. I've already mixed the two here. And I think this is my shade. I like it. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. I know that some of y'all are not actually here for the makeup review, obviously. Some of you guys are here because of the title of this video, and some of you guys are here because you think that this video is actually the video that's going to answer your questions. Why do I feel like this is too much? The video that is actually going to answer the questions that you probably have had for the longest time, especially people who have me on WhatsApp, or if you like know what is going on in my life. So as you guys all know, that I was in a long distance relationship. Yes, because it ended. So my relationship ended during the lockdown. I think it was about, I don't know how many weeks into the lockdown, but it was just like literally I think maybe 2 weeks into the lockdown. See, because I was in a long distance relationship, because of lockdown I couldn't actually see my person, right? And the relationship didn't end because I couldn't see him or anything, but it's just that, you know, during the lockdown I actually had a lot of thinking to do. Guys, why is this thing so orange? Anyways, I had a lot of thinking to do and looking at things at a different perspective, and my relationship happened to be one of the things that I was actually thinking about as well. I remember there was a time where I went on a social media break and I came back with like some other stuff answered, right? I know that you guys are probably wondering that why is it that I think that the person I'm with now is my soulmate. And personally, I believe that there's a difference between a soulmate and a boyfriend, and that's something that I just recently discovered, or like recently learned, that there is a difference. You can be dating like a boyfriend, or like you can be with your boyfriend for years and you guys are happy and there's nothing wrong with the relationship. Everything is exactly what you want it to be, but it's just not your soulmate. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like personally I am with my soulmate right now because I know I'm laughing because this sounds funny, because we only have about 3 months seeing each other and seeing each other, but we've known each other for 10 years. We started dating when I was in grade 7. We both started dating when I was in grade 7 because I liked him, and then we started dating then, and then it ended a month later. You know, when we were dating, it ended a month later. And okay, anyways, I feel like I'm actually a little bit distracted, and it's probably because I'm trying something out that I've never done before, and I'm doing it on camera, so I'm also just concerned with how it looks on me. But anyways, yeah, so the current boyfriend I'm dating, we started dating when I was in grade 7, and our relationship ended a month later. I know you're probably sitting there and you're thinking, grade 7, Isoka, like what is grade 7, you know? But anyways, I really liked him in grade 7, and he wasn't really a friend of mine or anything, but we were in the same class, so we decided to try this out. And then fine, we went to the same high school, and we've been friends ever since we broke up. We still continued talking, we still kept contact, we'd see each other, visit each other. We do friendship dates together, like go out and dinner, lunch, breakfast, or whatever, try out nice things together, you know. And it's always been like that for years. Finished high school, went into varsity, that was still the case. We still kept contact, we still went out together. He was having his own life, I was having my own life. But funny enough, even though we were friends, we never were actually interested in one another's life in that way. Like, we never actually like asked, like in one another's love life, let me say. We never asked each other like, how's your relationship going? It was just like, okay, cool, I see you have someone new, good luck, you know. And then they come back later like, oh no, we broke up. It was that type of thing, you know. I personally have always known that I like this guy, but I was so convinced that he doesn't like me because never brought it up. He's never even said, he's never even made a move on me, he's never even tried to kiss me, nothing. Whenever we meet up, it's literally just chilling and we do whatever we do and we separate, you know. So I was very convinced that, you know, I don't want to actually ruin the friendship and say things that aren't supposed to be said. And it was, for me, it was that one of the cases of, you know what, some things can just, let's just let them slide, you know. And clearly this person doesn't like you. Okay, fine. The funny thing is, when I got into the long distance relationship, sometimes when I would fly, go over and see my person, I would even ask him like, Ba, Cela, can you please take me to the airport? Especially if my mom can't take me, then he would be the one who would be available to take me. So it was that kind of relationship where he like, and he never even asked about my relationship. We could say like, how's it going? It was just like, okay, cool, no, sure, I'll take you, you know. Are you gonna have someone to fetch you? No, okay, cool, you know. Like, it was just that type of thing. He was never interested in the relationship as much as I was never interested in his relationships as well. So fast forward, lockdown happened and we started chilling together again, because also I was now available more because I wasn't going to work, I was working from home. And then he also like started working a different way where he was much more available to actually meet up with me. I think I'm doing much more talking and less of makeup, but anyways, and then we started vibing, not vibing per se, like we started chilling together, like seeing each other, going to malls, and then, you know, shopping together, essential shopping together. And we've always enjoyed each other's company. It's not a new thing, we've always just enjoyed each other's company. So eventually it started becoming, you know, things started heating up, you know, in a sense that I started seeing, like, we started, like, you know, holding hands when we were at the malls and things like that, like, you know, those couple type of things. And at this point, nothing was ever spoken about. We didn't even talk about anything. We didn't say that, okay, no one had come across and no one had came and addressed that, you know, Guti, I feel this way about you. It was just a matter of, this thing is happening and it's like the big elephant in the room that we're not going to talk about. Each time when it's time to separate, like at night when the day is done, it would just be like, okay, cool, sharp, chomam, I'll see you later, chomam, you know, I'll see you later, okay, cool, bye, you know. And then the next day, tomorrow, the same thing happens again. So it was kind of like a thing, you know, until one night he came to visit me one evening, and then I decided to bring it up because I felt like it was straining me, and also I was kind of obviously lying to my partner, because at that time I was seeing this person and we weren't really doing much, but you could feel that there was like a connection, a different connection this time, and more than friendship. And so I sat him down and I was like, I feel like this is how I've always felt about you. I don't know if you felt that way about me, and I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm getting like, I'm feeling some vibes coming from your side, and I know I'm also like responding to them. And then he said to me, and then I went in to tell him that I've always liked you, you know, you've always been the guy that I've always, you know, I would have liked to be with. But then I never actually told you this because I've always thought that you didn't like me in that way, you know. But what is going on right now, it's actually not fair on my partner, and it's not necessary, you know what I mean. And in my mind at that time when I told him this, I thought, you know, it's one of those lockdown things where you're lonely and you just probably just want someone to chill with, you know. So surprisingly, he said to me that this is so weird that you're telling me this, because Gandhi apparently now he's always felt that way about me. Like, he's always felt like I'm the girl for him, but he never could address it because he felt like he didn't want to ruin the friendship. Nah. So now it was a moment of, what? Like, really? You know what I mean? I personally, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, I've always just wanted to have a relationship with him, but I was honestly just really scared because I felt like he didn't feel the same way. So for him to say that to me, that no, I've always felt this way about you, but I couldn't say it because I also felt like I'm going to ruin the relationship, for me kind of felt like, what do you mean, you know? So yeah, then time went on, and then we started seeing each other, and then my partner, who was obviously not here in Cape Town, I then had to tell him that this is actually what's going on. Obviously he didn't take it well, and if there's anything I hate, it's how everything happened. I feel like if there's anything I will change in the situation, it is to fix, or like I should have handled it better. I should have left that relationship in a better manner, you know what I mean? I know some people are actually asking questions like, how do you know this is your partner, you know, how did you know this is your soulmate, you know what I mean? But for me, I think personally, first of all, like I said, I feel like there's a difference between a soulmate and a boyfriend. You can be with someone, get married to someone, but they're actually not your soulmate, you know what I mean? And you can also be happy in that relationship with your boyfriend who's not your soulmate. The love that you get from your soulmate and the love that you get from your boyfriend is kind of different. Like, you receive it different. I don't know if I'm making sense, you know? Everything connects. Like, there's no, you know what I mean, like to adjust yourself or whatever. Like, everything just syncs, I feel. And that's exactly how I feel with the person that I'm with. I feel like I'm dating my best friend, honestly, because I can rock up looking anyhow, I can rock up, you know, feeling anyhow to him, and I'll still feel like I am loved. But I think he's my soulmate, because anything can happen, you know, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years to come. And right now, I'm speaking for right now, I personally feel like he is the person that really connects with me in that way. I'm not going to lie, Shem, like the relationship I was in, I was very happy, but there were just like certain small things that didn't make me happy. Obviously, being in a long distance relationship was also very strenuous to me, because I'm a person that likes to see their person like all from time to time and things like that. So being in a long distance was one of those things where I'm making a sacrifice because I want this to work, you know. And then I think also eventually for my partner as well, he also felt like it was no longer working for him, because well, I don't know why, because we never really got to talk about that, but he did mention that it was kind of strenuous to him as well. But I know that at some point in our relationship it started becoming really cranky, in a sense that communication was now starting to break, and I was not getting what I would like to, or the attention that I would like in a relationship, especially in a long distance relationship. So it was no longer the same, you know, it was really no longer the same, you know. So it was a very, I don't want to lie, like it was something that I think was straining me. So if you are in a long distance relationship and you're watching this video, don't freak out, you know. If you and your partner just continue communicating, and I mean communicate even about the feelings, even communicate about the change of feelings as well. Like, if you're no longer feeling that, they feel like, you're in doubt if it's going to work out, communicate that as well. Because sometimes, and I think that's what my ex-boyfriend's fault was, he never communicated how he felt about it, you know. He ever so seemed fine with the long distance, even if it was killing him. I never knew that it was killing him until we actually broke up, you know. So yeah, but yeah guys, that's just basically what's going on in my life. I'm now dating my soulmate, and well, I think he's my soulmate. I'm honestly just like feeling good vibes and energies from this relationship, and I'm honestly hoping that it works. I am happy, you know, like everything is just happening effortlessly. I'm not putting in much effort to be liked, I'm not putting in much energy, it's just happening organically, you know. And I can feel it also coming from his side, that it's also something that he wants. You can feel, man, when someone wants you. Yeah, and basically, if there's anyone who is wondering what's going on in my life, because I know a lot of people on my WhatsApp have been asking me, Uguti, is your man back in Cape Town? Are you no longer in a long distance relationship? And I couldn't really actually like answer that at that time, because it was still new. I didn't know whether it was like, I just didn't feel comfortable talking about it, you know. But now I think I'm fine to talk about it. And at that time I didn't understand what was going on with me, like how are you leaving one person that you actually really likes to someone else, and you also like this person, you know? But it happens, guys. It happens exactly how a man will leave you after dating you for 10 years, and they'll get into another relationship and marry someone else in 2 months. And you ask yourself, what is it? Like, what was going on? He wasn't playing you or anything, but he just wasn't feeling you in that way. He really liked you at that time and he enjoyed the relationship, but the soulmate came along, you know, and he couldn't have stayed with with the girlfriend. In my case, I can't stay with my boyfriend and not be with my soulmate, especially if now my soulmate was ready to commit to the relationship as well. You're probably sitting there at home and you're watching this and you're thinking, yo, Lona about this guy, which it's her soulmate. What if it's not? And also, you know, that also has to do with time, you know, like if he's not, I'm going to find out and I'll obviously feel some type of way if he's not, especially the fact that I'm so convinced that he is. Guys, this one feels real. This one feels real. Like I wouldn't sit here and lie. Like this one really feels like this is it, you know. I think I'm just going to finish off this look off camera and then I will get back to show you guys the final look. It's not going to be anything fancy really. It's just going to, I just want to complete everything and then come back to close off the video. Guys, I just finished off with everything now, so I think I'm just going to end this video, work a bit, and then I'm going to come back later to show you guys, like to tell you guys how it was throughout the day. Obviously the one thing I like is that it's got very good coverage. We can all see that it covered me from what I was to this, so that is point number one. That's good. And it seems like it's not transferable. It feels very light on the face. I don't know if it's early to say that, but compared to what I'm used to, which is Essence, Essence, this Mousse foundation, this is definitely lighter, because by now I'd be feeling like I'm carrying a baggage already on Essence. So I like that about it. Like it feels like there's nothing. Oh guys, been deep all along. So yeah, like also it seems like it's not that transferable, so that's good, because I wouldn't dare put on makeup like this in the one that I used previously and touch it like that and still come off with nothing. See, my hands are clean. That is going to be it for now from me. I hope that Ababandu that were always asking on my WhatsApp and they were concerned, Uguti, is your man back? Is your man back? Like I got so many texts like that. They are finally answered that yeah, that relationship did not unfortunately work out. But I don't, if there's anything that you should take away from this, that it was also the best relationships I was in. I personally feel like my boyfriend at that time did the best he could do to love me. Yeah, like there was nothing wrong with him, absolutely nothing. He was an amazing guy, you know, he treated me well. There were obviously just some disagreements here and there, like any other relationship, but unfortunately it's sometimes these disagreements would be something that means so much to me, and then I would have to let them go and be like, okay, and condition myself, or like talk to myself and be like, it doesn't matter, it's just that, you know. But yeah, I don't want you, like there's nothing that happened in that relationship. There is honestly nothing that happened in that relationship. It was very good. I was happy. What you guys saw on social media was exactly that. There's not even time where I was hurt to a point where you know what I mean, you know. We did appreciate him at that time, but I just kind of felt like we're not the match. Honestly, I was more trying to make it work. It was more on my side, who was always just trying to accommodate him and what he wanted, and at that time it felt okay to do it. It really felt okay. But now when you get someone, like I said, when you get someone who's just willing, or like you guys have the same, like you guys both want the same thing, it's much more easier and it's much more nicer as well. So that's how I then differentiate between a soulmate and a boyfriend, you know, because that relationship it's not something that I'm gonna talk about badly or say this happened. Instead, I feel really bad for the way I left that relationship. I feel like I could have handled it in a very much more matured manner and actually just talk, and other than, you know, getting into something else while you're into something else, because then that's where I think it's not fair. But yeah, like I think I should just cut the talking and actually start working. I will see you guys after hours when I come and show you how this foundation will turn out. I've also got a very oily skin, so I think I'm the best person to test out foundation. So I want to see how will it end by the end of this day, like how would it look. But right now I'm actually really impressed. Like, I like it.
A few moments later.
Hey guys, so the time now is 9:39 and it's exactly 10 hours since I've had this foundation on. It is a 24-hour matte finish, but obviously I can't go 24 hours with foundation because I need to sleep. I need to, yeah. Right now I just changed into my comfortable clothes because I'm about to continue working. But I thought let me just quickly do a review quick for you guys. First of all, I love their packaging. It's very nice, it's very classy. A lot of ladies commented on that on my Instagram when I uploaded pictures of these two, that it's a very nice packaging that they've got. I also like it too. Second of all, to comment on how light it feels on my face. I think I've also mentioned it earlier when I was putting it on, that it feels so light that you'd forget that you have anything on your face. So that's also something good about it. Another thing is that it's intransferable, so it's not messy. Like, I touch it, I can touch my face and it's not going to mess with my fingers or clothing. And for me, that's a big thing, because the foundation I was using previously, you could never touch your face and not come back with the foundation on your hands. So I give it 10 out of 10 for that. With regards to coverage, I don't know, we've got a little stitch going on right over here. I don't know if it's because, one, I didn't put on enough, because I remember there was a time where I felt like I have too much product on my face. When I wiped it off, I felt like there's just too product on my face. But the coverage, so I honestly can't review regarding coverage. I think I'm gonna give it another chance, because I believe no ways that everyone can say that this foundation is good and it's got good coverage and I'm the only one. But yeah, we can all see that my dark spots are showing, so I'm not going to comment on that. I'm maybe going to try and wear it again, and I can let you guys know. Really did enjoy this foundation today. Right here I'm also seeing that there's two colors. I don't know if that's because I didn't put foundation on my neck, or this is just not my color. You guys can help me with those things. I'm not that good with foundation. Does your foundation look the same as your neck, or do you have to put foundation on by the neck as well? I think I used to do it on my old foundation, but not that much, because it was a very dark, it was matte mahogany, and it was like dark. It was very dark. It was even darker than my complexion. So I don't know, but yeah, either than that, I think it's a 9 out of 10 for me. Love it. Think I'm only giving it a 9 because of, I don't know regarding coverage whether it is it or like what's popping, but I really did enjoy it. Anyways, thank you so much guys for tuning into my video today, and if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Give the video a thumbs up, and if there's anything that you want to know regarding makeup, regarding maybe the talk we had earlier, then you can also drop me a comment down below, and I'm more than welcome to get to each and everyone's comment. Thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel, and if you haven't subscribed, maybe you should right about now, and I will see you guys on my next video. Mwah!